Hi everyone, this is Praveen Dure from Dice University, and in today's video we are going to take a look at how to set up a native ads campaign on Outbrain step by step. Let's go! Welcome to today's video everybody, and in today's video we are going to talk about how to set up a native advertising campaign with Outbrain. So this is actually the homepage of Outbrain. You can actually go ahead and check out the homepage of Outbrain. And let me just, before I start this video, I have an important announcement to make. I don't want you to feel like whenever I make a tutorial video on how to make an ads and all this kind of stuff, I don't want you to feel like I'm actually promoting that particular ad network. For example, Outbrain is a very famous native advertising network. It used to be very powerful. And why I say it used to be, because reputation has actually gone very bad. And if you go to the internet, you find the review regarding the Outbrain, you will find a lot of negative reviews. I'm not saying that there's no good reviews, but the majority reviews are actually bad reviews regarding the Outbrain. And since saying that, we personally from Dice University have not made any campaign with Outbrain, but there's also a lot of people who might feel like they want to go ahead and advertise with the Outbrain, and that is the whole reason why we make this kind of video, because we want to teach them. I don't know whether they want to go ahead and do it or not, but if they want to do it, this is how you do it. Then that's how today's video is going to be: how to set up a native advertising campaign with Outbrain step by step with no step skip. So how to set up a native advertising campaign. So what is actually a native ads, guys? That's the first question that you should ask yourself, right? So native advertising is simple, guys. When you talk about native ads are paid ads. They are not organic ads, so they are paid ads, but they don't look like ads. That's how simple it is to actually define the native ads. It's an ad, it's a paid ad which does not look like an ad. It looks like an original content within the editorial flow, within the particular platform it is hosted, within the website or whatsoever, guys. So whatever it is, they are ads that does not look like ads. And this actually creates a lot of negative reputation regarding the native ads. It's very easy to hear the phrase native ads this day and you'll be like, shh, this is a bad thing to do, guys. But actually native ads is something which is very great, but they can be very bad, especially when advisors make big mistake in how and what type of content they go ahead and present with the native ads. And personally, if you ask about the rates, it's very engaging, guys. It has been shown that people actually spend 2 times more time looking at the native ads rather than the original content itself. And that's how powerful native ads is. And 52% of native ads is much more higher in engagement when you compare to other traditional ads like banner ads, push ads, and all these kind of ads. And also when it comes to native ads, they also increase the sale or the purchase intent by 18%. So when you talk about statistics, native ads is very good. But then why people are actually worried, wrong about native advertising? So one of the biggest criticism about native ads is that the fact that they look very normal, like a very normal content, and they trick user into believing that they are real. And simply, guys, that's not true. Ask yourself this question: when was the last time you actually been fooled by a piece of native advertising, guys? It will never happen. It does not happen at all. The key to success of a native ads isn't that they actually trick the user, but they express themselves as exactly what they are. They are native ads. A native ad should not look like an ad at all. So the way they express themselves is what makes them very successful. The BuzzFeed and other content mastermind have actually shown people that people will eagerly go ahead and click on native ads even when they are actually labeled as a paid ad or a sponsored ad. Why? Why? The big why. Because a native ads does not require you to go ahead and abandon the current experience that you are actually in. It actually helps you to feel home. It actually helps you to feel the same user interface that you are experiencing, and you will not even get redirected to another site and have to figure out how to come back again and read the thing. You just keep flowing through like what Cody Brown's call the content buffet. Like everything is already there, so it's all about you just go ahead and scrolling down, guys. So don't worry if the FTC regulation force a little more strictness when it comes to native ads. And personally, I feel that that's actually a very, very good thing. And the strength of native ads, it's not on how well they hide, it's on how well they stand out. And this is something that you should always keep in mind. And a successful native ads is actually brash, it's colorful, it stand out amidst of the rest of the content. And studying can actually tell you a lot about how to doing advertising in general. And if you learn how to do native ads, it will be very, very easy for you to do Facebook ads later on. Why do I say this? Is because Facebook use native ads, a form of native ads, guys. The Facebook in feed is actually a form of native ads. So if when you learn how to do a good native ads, you will be learning how to do good Facebook ads as well. So let's get back to today's video on today's ad network that we are talking about, the Outbrain. So don't get demotivated on what I told about the Outbrain just now. Let's just be very general and non-biased there. So the ad network is the Outbrain is actually a native advertising company. They use targeted advertising to recommend articles, slideshows, blog posts, photos, videos to the reader. And Outbrain is also an open source tool which you can actually go ahead and use with GitHub and all this kind of stuff. So this is the homepage of Outbrain. You can actually see the open web because they're actually open source. So discovering the native advertising field. So they have a sample of native advertising over here. They have 1 billion people discover, more than 290 billion discovery, more than 55 countries. So you can actually see CNN, Guardians, Hard, all they are used to be their customers, guys. I don't know whether they are a customer now or not, but they used to be the customer. Outbrain used to be very famous, but now they only have bad reviews. So that's about it with Outbrain. So you can actually go ahead with the click the advertiser section, and it will lead you to this particular page where you can actually go ahead and learn a little bit about the advertising of the particular Outbrain. So they actually say 87% consumer prefer native ads, higher engagement with display ads, 3 times increase in site after clicking on native ads, promote your brand, drive performance goal, grow your audience, and all these kind of normal stuff. So basically that's about it, guys. So 50% lower CPC and CPE versus other paid network, and also 28% of international brand lift. So once you're done that, you have to go ahead and hit the register button, and you'll be led to this particular form that you have to go ahead and register. So your first name, last name, email address, company name. If you don't have a company name, you can actually go ahead and put your own name, job title, and the password. And once you have actually created your account, you can actually go ahead and log in into the Outbrain's dashboard. And this is how the Outbrain's dashboard looks like. So it's actually a pretty neat dashboard, guys. Personally, if you ask me, I feel that they do have a lot of originality in between them, because I told you they used to be very, very good. I've stopped using them. I used to test with them few ads, but then I did not actually use them very frequently as well. So nowadays their reputation is actually quite bad, guys. So they have this originality into between them. So let's get to today's video, guys, to set up a native ad. So the first thing you have to do is go ahead and add a campaign. So you're going to start over a new campaign. So you can actually go ahead and see this is how the native ads campaign editorial will look like. So there's 2 sections actually, the setting and the content. So this is actually the setting, and next one would be the content. So let's go ahead and do one by one. So the first thing is name your campaign. And the second thing is for you to go ahead and choose your objective. It can be awareness, it can be traffic, it can be conversion, it can be app install. So we want traffic to our offer page. So the next one is a single creative format or a carousel. Carousel is something which is very brand new that they actually introduced. So usually it's single, and then over here you can actually go ahead and put the currency which your country is in. So we're going to use USD. What is this, guys? Can I just remove this? Why is it still there? Okay, whatever. So you can actually change it into euro, USD, or British pound. So you just want to use euro. So we want our cost per click to be somewhere around you can actually see the suggested cost to CPC is 0.52 to 1.78. So let's put in between 0.85. Okay, so over here you can actually set the budget type. So you can actually set what is your daily budget that you want to spend. I want to see what's the limit. So the minimum for day is $20, so that's good. And you can actually set whether you want the limit for a per day, or you want it for a month, or you want it per campaign. So for month is $600, and per campaign is $100 if I'm not mistaken. So per campaign is also $600. Wow. So yeah, per campaign is also $600. So we're just going to set a daily campaign, which is $20. And then pacing, you can actually select your pacing into accelerated or not. I don't know why you can't select the pacing right now, but usually you can actually select it whether you want it fast or you want it to be slow. And you can actually monitor the potential reach over here. This looks a bit similar like Facebook, right? And that's why I said Facebook just now itself, because native ads is almost very, very similar with Facebook. It's actually similar with Facebook, guys. Facebook use native ads. So as you can see, when you actually adjust your budget and everything, you can actually monitor the potential reach. It will actually increase and decrease. But the way it actually increase and decrease a lot is when you go into the targeting, which we are going to show you in a while right now. So let's go ahead to the next one, which is the schedule over here. So if you go to the schedule, you can actually run the ad continuously, or you can set a date when you want to run the ads. And then you can actually set a time that you want the ads to run daily, what time to what time, or you can set a schedule as well. So we're just going to leave it like this. And also you can optimize CPC by hour. And if you want to optimize your CPC by hour, you need to have an external tracker. You have to keep this in mind. You need to have an external tracker. Why? Because usually the tracking devices, I'm not sure with Outbrain, we're going to see later on whether Outbrain has the data of what hour has the best conversion, best traffic, and all this kind of stuff. But external tracking softwares usually have this kind of data, and data is very, very important in this world, guys. Data is one of the most highest valued commodity right now. It's more higher value than gold, it's more higher value than money, it's more higher value than oil. They say right now that people with data are the most powerful people, not people with money, guys. So it has become a very big commodity, and that's why you need an external tracker, because you want that data. You want to be powerful when you're doing your campaign. Not only that, you want to optimize your campaign, and you will be needing the data a lot to optimize your campaign. Not only that, as well, you will be needing your data to go ahead and scale your campaign as well. And the best external tracking data that tracking software that we would highly suggest is Volume. There's a lot of other tracking software as well, but if you go and Google regarding Volume, you can actually see that Volume is one of the best tracking software there is. And why we always say Volume is because we from Dice University, we recommend Volume because we do have a manual on Volume, how to set up the Volume, how to integrate Volume with your landing page, how to do stuff with Volume, how to read data from Volume, how to set a proper data in Volume, and all these kind of guides is there within the Dice University, step by step, with no step skipped, guys. We will be teaching you. And also you can go ahead and join the Dice University forum, where you can actually learn a lot about Volume as well. So this is the part that we are going to talk about, targeting. So when you go into targeting, you want to target a location. So let's go ahead and target Malaysia. So this is my country. So you can target a specific country, or you can even target a specific city within that country. You can actually see this. So when you actually target, you can actually see your potential reach has reduced, right? So this is where your potential reach will reduce a lot. And what I like about Outbrain, even though a lot of people don't like Outbrain, is they do have advanced audience targeting, which is a lot, which is almost similar like Facebook. If you have an interest, for example, we are talking about our offer is going to be about health, so you can actually go ahead and health, you can actually go ahead and say weight loss, and you can actually target people with this particular section, and your particular reach will go much more detailed in targeting. And this works exactly like Facebook, guys. I have not seen other ad network which has this. I think I've seen one or two, but not a lot of them, guys. And this is one of the things that put Outbrain very in front, guys. And I personally like this interest targeting a lot. So you can actually go ahead and target interest like this. You can do one, or you can do two. Usually how we will do is we will test by one, and then we will test, like we have few ads, right? Then we test this ads, this one, this ad, this one, so that we know which interest actually works a lot. And over here you can actually go ahead and do the placement, whether you want it to be what platform. You want it to be, just for example, let's just be smartphone and see how much it reduced more. So it reduced to 7,000, which is great. So you can choose operating system. We just want Android and iOS. Let's see how much it reduced more. It does not reduce. So you can also choose browser, whatever browser you want. So we're going to leave all the browsers. So you can actually use the Outbrain's extended network if you want to. This is Outbrain's own traffic sources, but if you don't want to, you can just go ahead and click, but we don't want it. We want to use it actually. So you can actually exclude ad block user, because ad block usually they cannot see your ads. So depending on whether you have you want to target people with ad block or not, depending on you can go ahead and hit this button as well if you want to. So over here is the tracking section, guys. This is very important since we talk about external tracking software, right? So this is where you're going to do your tracking code, and this is where you're going to add your pixel if you have a conversion pixel which you added with your tracking device, as well as with your for example, with your landing page. You can go ahead and add all this stuff over here. So once you have done with all the settings over here, you can go to the next section, which is the content section. And this is the part that you should always concentrate the most, because this is how your audience will be seeing your ad, guys. So you have to concentrate here a lot. So this is where you're going to put your offer URL, or if you're using an external tracker, you're going to put your tracking URL. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to go ahead and put the offer URL from ClickBank over here. So yep, so they will review. Okay, everything is good. So the site name is automatically generated, you can actually see. So it's a wood profit offer. Just for a sample of it, guys, I'm just showing you. It will actually go ahead, and you can actually load the image automatically like this as well. So the title and the image will be automatically loaded, and your ad is done. You can actually do this, or you can actually go ahead and do the manual type of you can cancel this image over here. You can do the manual type of titles, for example, and all this kind of stuff. Or you can just, let me just do this, guys, so you can just see. So I just want to change this, so you can actually put something like this kind of stuff works a lot with native campaign. How to start, question types, or like 13 ways to start a profitable woodworking business, and all this kind of stuff. So you can actually put your image, or you can add an image over here, and you can just add another image, and you can put that particular image here as well. So depending on how you want. So this is how your ad will look like, and this is how your ad will look like. So you can go ahead and add up to 10 creatives, guys. And personally, I've did like this because in Outbrain they do have this feature. You can actually use this feature, or if you're putting your own image, guys, I would highly recommend you to go ahead, take your own time, go to Google, search your ads, search a proper image that you want to use, go to Pinterest. You take your time, guys. If I am actually creating 5 ads like this, I will usually take 45 minutes, guys, 30 minutes to 45 minutes just to go ahead and choose the image, edit the image nicely using Canva and all this kind of stuff, because I want everything to be pretty neat, guys. And of course, definitely you can go ahead and use Canva. Canva is a designing software, guys, which is actually designed for people who have no designing background at all. For example, if you have no designing background, you can actually go ahead and use Canva to design anything. It's pretty simple, easy to use, drag and drop kind of stuff. So if you have experience, then you can go ahead and use other stuffs like, for example, Photoshop and all this kind of stuff. So let's get back to ad. And once you have done all that, all you got to do is just go ahead and hit the launch campaign, and your campaign will be created. I have not actually entered a payment, so if you actually entered a payment already, your campaign will go ahead for a review, and once they have actually reviewed your campaign will go live, and you are going to start making money for that particular campaign, guys. So that's how you exactly set up a native ads campaign with the Outbrain, guys, step by step, with no steps skipped. So I think that's about it in today's video. I covered a lot in today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. On top of that, I really hope that today's video was beneficial for you. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I'll be seeing you in the next one, but before I go,
allow me to introduce the Dice University Forum. Whether you are trying to make your first conversion on ClickBank or scale your campaigns to 6 figures, the Dice University Forum offers you exactly what you need, like high-quality landing page templates, detailed case studies, and exclusive discounts. The forum has no outdated information. All resources inside are from campaigns that are running right now. Do you want to learn from super affiliates? Check the link in the description and sign up today.